Hello, everyone. Hello. Good afternoon. So I'm just going to wait here for a couple minutes for people to hop on so that we can talk about how we can jumpstart our success in 2021. And then for those that are joining, drop in and say hi, and then let me know in the comments below where you're watching this from, and if you're watching live, if you're watching the replay. So while we're waiting for people to hop on, I am just going to fix that. All right, and then I'm just gonna have some hot chocolate. Hello, everyone. Let me know in the comments below where you are joining from. I'd love to know. All right, cool. So we are going to get started. The topic of this live is that we're going to talk about the foundations of how to set up for success for yourself and your business in 2021. And I'm definitely going to give you five that you should be doing, because as 12 months have been behind us, there's 12 months ahead of us. So we definitely want to plan ahead. And now, I don't know about a lot of you, but I definitely, when I started my entrepreneurial journey, my business, I felt like I felt like a hamster, like just running around in circles, not knowing what to do and just getting lost, until I found a mentor that helped me shortcut that success. And I want to share a couple of things that I've learned that I've also mastered along the way. And the first thing, the number one, is what I always say, and I encourage a lot of people to do, is to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Now, I like to go into that a little bit deeper, because a lot of you that are on here, whether or not you are starting out or if you have been a couple years in your business, taking the first step in starting your own business was already a risk that you took, a leap of faith. And even if there were a little bit failures along the way, that's okay, because you learn from them. And the example that I like to use is that, take a look at Spanx, the CEO, Sara Blakely. And when she started out, she started from scratch. And she's self-made, millionaire, billionaire, and she's amazing. And what she did is that, when she first started her first business, it didn't work so well. And then when she started Spanx, a lot of people, they doubted her, but she didn't care. And she's just stuck along with it. And now it's successful, and it's taking off. So I definitely want you to do the uncomfortable things, the uncomfortable actions that you've been holding off on, whether or not just showing up on lives like I am, or just putting yourself out there content wise, or starting a YouTube channel, or starting a podcast. Hello, Christina. Hello, everyone that's joining. Drop in the chat below where you're watching this from, whether or not you're watching a replay or you're joining with me live. All right. Now, when it comes to taking uncomfortable actions, I know for sure that when I started out, I didn't want to be in front of a camera. And look at me now, I'm in front of you live, in front of over 400,000 people. So definitely that was a step that I had to take to put myself out there, because when I first started, I did the whole thing. I did the website, the funnel, the sales page, and I had my degree, I had my credentials, and then when I launched it, I was just all right, where are the people? I have my contact me page, contact me, I'm here. Hello, I'm here. I'm an expert. But, if you feel just because you have all of those things and you have your degree and you know what you're doing, that if you are not going to put yourself out there, being taking that uncomfortable step, then no one is going to know that you're there. So that is the first step in being visible. Now, the second thing that I want to talk about is being clear on your message. And what I mean by that is, like, say for instance, like I'm a sales coach, but for me, I wouldn't say that I'm just a coach because that's very broad. And so if you are a coach, that you definitely want to be clear and clarify that. So like just like take one step further and be like, okay, what am I going to help people solve? Like who I am going to serve. So that's like important. And then the third one is to build an offer around the problem that you know you can solve, so that you are taking people from point A to point B. Now, it shouldn't be something that's like easy, because if it is, then people will be like, well, I can just do that myself. It has to be a painful problem that a lot of people don't know how to solve. Like say for instance, like if someone was in a toxic relationship and they've been with this person for a long time, like many years. And say for instance, like this is just a couple, a man and a woman, and the man really wants to save this relationship. Do you think that this man would pay $3,000 or more to help save a relationship that he loves and the person that he loves? What would you say? The answer is yes. And you can say the same thing, like say for instance, if you have a toxic relationship with your kids, would you pay someone $5,000 to be like, okay, teach me how to save my relationship with my kids so I don't turn into either like my parent or my uncle who had this issue? So definitely build an offer around a problem that you know that you can solve, because I truly believe that you have a skill set that you can create a profitable online business around it. You just need to know how to have a clear message. You have to build an offer around it, and you have to be comfortable with just being uncomfortable. And then the next thing that I want to challenge you guys is, like, what is your word for 2021? My word is growth. And because I definitely want to scale to the multi-seven-figure mark. Last year, my word was adaptability. And if you're like me, and especially in this whole pandemic, a lot of us had to pivot from what we did so that we can either reach a more like a broader audience, or helping a lot more people and creating more impact. And that's what I did. Adaptability definitely helped my business because I can help more people with my skill set. I don't have to just focus on one specific industry. So I do want to challenge you and share with me what your word is for 2021. I would love to know. And now the fifth one is have genuine conversations, because once you put yourself out there and once you have your offer and your message, have genuine conversations with people, because now you know what your market, what the people that you want. Megan, hi! Yes, expansion, exactly, I love it. Yes, okay. And then so the fifth thing, like I was saying, is have conversations, because when you have conversations with people that are in your market, then you know how to serve them better. And this way, you know that, like, hi. So then this way, you know that, like, the path that you are going on is the right one. And if you have to pivot, then the market is telling you what you have to do. So let's tie it in all together. Is one, I encourage you to take uncomfortable actions. So be comfortable with being uncomfortable. And then two is to have a clear message on who you want to serve and build an offer around that as well. And then because you have a skill set and you know that you can create like massive results for the person or the people that you are going to serve. So definitely have that. The fourth one is have your word for the year, because that is going to be your driving factor that's going to hold you accountable for the year. And then the fifth one is to continue to have conversations, because as you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to be more comfortable in that area. You're going to build grit, and that's the future of your success. So don't think about like what your like friends or family are going to say. Some people are going to think that you're crazy in doing what you're doing, but keep going at it. This community is here for you. And if you want to have more clarity in your business, then definitely click the link and schedule a clarity call with me. I'm happy to help you just see where you're at, where you want to go, get you out of your own way and out of that roadblock that you have, so that you can achieve massive results in 2021. All right. Again, so if you guys have any questions, I'm just going to leave the chat open for a little bit. Just gonna continue drinking my coffee. Hot chocolate better. Aw, thank you, Megan. I'm loving what you're doing. I love that all the lives that you're doing. You're putting yourself out there. I love that. All right, so that's the live for today. Thank you everyone for tuning in. If you're watching the replay, then definitely drop it down below that you're watching replay. If you're watching live, let me know as well. Let me know like where you guys are, and also the word of the year that you want to have for yourself, just to hold yourself accountable. And yes, thank you. So much fun. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.